countdown.
That's because you like 15,000 followers, right?
Shit.
My boy's popular.
What up, y'all? You know what it is. It's your boy Ken too. If I can, you can too. This is Ridin High Sports coming live from Ridin High Podcast Studios. Man, we got a great episode today. I got my co-host in the building. You know what it is, Lucky Lamar.
What up? How y'all doing?
Man, and we got a special champ guest in the building today. Jose Luis Sauceda is in the building, baby.
How's it going?
Give him a I know y'all see the belt. I know you see the belt. We're going to get into it. Man, we got a lot of cool stuff we're going to talk about. Basically, we really going to talk about Jose and his life, how he is in the boxing career. He just came to pro. He's just into it, and, you know, he already six fights deep.
Yes, sir.
6-0. 6-0. We're going to get right into it, but before we do all that, Lucky.
What up?
Man, it's been a week, man. How you been? What's been going on?
Bro, are you following me on TikTok right now?
You know I follow you on TikTok. You just never respond to my comments.
Because you be sending me nonsense. But, dog.
You can still like him.
I do, and I respond to the good ones.
The algorithm will help it. Come on, man.
Yo,
just
algorithm
like
ain't algorithming. But, dog, so, dig this. We just moved into the new spot.
Oh, yeah, the bee stuff.
Dude. Dog, see, I'm terrified of bees, right? And so my dog jumped on this little table that was in my backyard. Now, good dog owners knows his dog's gonna jump over the fence. What's he gonna do with the table? Gonna flip it or move the table, right? I flipped this table. Tell me why. All I hear is, and I'm like, what's going on? This dude is surrounded by a freaking yellow jacket.
Shit, God,
a freaking yellow jacket nest under the thing, bro. And yeah, it was. But overall, though, love the townhome, massive backyard. I hope my neighbors are jealous.
That's what's up, man. Before we get into Jose's good weekend, we got, you know, King in the background, DJ Little King, you know, he in the back.
What's good, everybody out there?
Man, what's been going on? How was your weekend? What happened?
Nothing too much, same old, just been chilling, nothing too much, making some music, editing some podcasts.
Shit, you know how it is, the grind stay going. Man, same thing for me, just same thing. Man, everybody was preparing for that hurricane that never came. And, you know, we was busy working and whatnot. But
prayers for Houston,
other than that, shit, man, it was a good time. It wasn't, at least we didn't get no rain. It was just some nice wind, and we back at it. But we going to hop right into this because, I mean, shout out to Lucky. Lucky the one that reached out, got Jose on the show, talk, man, hit him up. Man, we appreciate you for coming. I appreciate Lucky for hitting you up, bro. It was a long shot, but he did his thing, and, man, you came through. And because you just recently had a fight. Isn't that right?
Pull his mic down and face it to him so they can see his face. There you go. Point it up to you.
Yeah,
there you go. There you go.
Yeah, this past Saturday, man, I fought in Brownsville, Texas, for my 6th professional fight, and there was a title up for grabs, a vacant title, and I took that title home. You know, I won all 6 rounds, and here I am now.
Shit, what title did you win, man?
I won the WBF title. It's originally from Australia. It's an Australian title. You know, gets you up in the rankings. So, you know, this was a good opportunity for me.
That's what's up. And what was that class you was in?
Super lightweight division, 140 pounds.
Ooh, boy, and he just got it. We're gonna talk more about that, but we're gonna get into the beginning of where it all started.
Yeah, let's take it back to the beginning.
But we just wanted to give him a quick highlight because it literally just happened a couple days ago.
Yes,
just
sir.
Got the belt. I mean, this thing's still hot. It's fresh hot. So, Jose, from what I hear, you were born in Houston.
Yes, sir. I was born in Houston.
What part of H-Town?
I don't know, man. See, I just know that I was born there at the hospital there, you know.
And y'all moved like right after you was born type stuff? What?
No, shit. This is where the story all gets going, man. I was adopted at the age of 3. You know, I have adopted parents. Never knew my real biological family. They took me away from them because I was born with cocaine in my system, you know, drugs and controlled substances and shit. They gave them time after time to change and, you know, get clean or whatever. Nothing came through, so I got put up for adoption. And at the age of 3, you know, I was adopted, and I was raised here in the city of Corpus Christi. And yeah, man, I was raised by my adopted parents, so you know, that was something that's how I moved here and everything got started. You know?
Well, like elementaries and stuff that you go to?
I went to Roshaw Elementary.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I wish I went to elementary school here.
I went to Martin Middle School.
Was y'all over there in New Edition?
Yeah. What's up?
Y'all was over there on the West in New Edition? Where was y'all staying at?
No, I was staying when I went to Roshaw. I was staying right there on Goliad and Port.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Port and Charlton. Right
Yeah.
there.
The hood right over there. Yeah.
And then,
Shout out Juan.
and then I went to Martin, and then it's funny because I was living on this side of the street it was Moody.
Yeah.
On that other side of the street it was Miller.
Yeah.
So I ended up going to Miller.
Okay.
Okay.
I went there for 3 years.
So you're saying the district, what school you went to within the district was determined by one street?
Yeah, it was.
If you lived on this side of the street, you went to one school. If you went to live on this side, they're like Crestmont.
Yeah, it was a Crestmont. Okay, so I was gonna say that's how it was at Crestmont where I live. It's crazy. On one block to the right,
It's a ditch that separates
Yeah.
it, though. If you live on one side of the ditch, you go to Moody. If you live on the other side of the ditch, you go to Carroll.
yeah. But
Yeah.
the other crazy thing is, right when they built Grant, where I lived in the back end of Crestmont, on one block, if you were from this block to the right, you went to Grant, and if you're on this block to the left. For middle school, you had to go to South Park, and I had to go to South Park, and literally 4 houses away, all those people that lived to the right of me went to Grant. And it was crazy how it just
crazy.
like it just split like that.
Yeah, all my friends from middle school, man, we ended up just separating after middle school, man.
You end up going to like Moody and stuff like that?
Yeah,
or
most of them went to Moody.
did you play any sports or anything in middle school?
No, bro. I always wanted to, but came a point where my adopted dad didn't let me do anything else but boxing. It was just straight boxing.
So, jumping into it, I know it's gonna be hard because we're just bringing up your high school years. When did you first got into boxing?
At the age of 3, man, I have an older brother. That's I was 3 and he was 9. He was the one that was getting into boxing, and everything he did, I wanted to do. So I was at the gym, with my little gloves, doing my little thing, and I just kept up like that, And then at the age of 8, I had my first amateur fight. I was taking it like 110% by the age of 8, doing my thing, going to junior Olympic tournaments, advancing to state and going to nationals and doing stuff like that. So I ended up racking up about 150 amateur fights until the age of 15, 16.
Man, so you was putting in work.
Yeah, man.
It was work. So all the way from 8 to 15.
Yeah.
Was it like basically you're almost doing like 2 fights a month kind of thing?
You could say, every other month, there was a fight somewhere, and we'll try to get matched up, and either we travel, we do a local show, or do a national tournament, So
What boxing gym were you down with in those early years?
So I started with my dad.
He had his own gym, or he was just
he
training?
was just my trainer.
Okay.
He was always my trainer throughout the boxing, right? But we moved around from Baltazar Boxing Gym.
Oh, really?
Okay.
To CC Powell Boxing.
Oh, already.
Then it was CCPOA.
Okay.
And then back in the day, there was a gym called Al Gonzalez Boxing Club. Attended there, and then Neighborhood Center.
Already.
Galahar.
Yeah.
I missed a lot, but
That's a legendary spot right there.
those
People
are-
don't
it
realize
is.
like that Galahar spot, bro. That's a
that's
legendary
real
spot
deal.
You
right
got
there.
Jerry Belmontes who
Yeah,
came
Jerry.
out of,
Yeah.
out of
It's
Neighborhood
like
Center.
got people.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like
That's incredible.
it's something to go there and get
Yeah.
trained there and say like that's where I'm training at. That's where they're training me.
I've been to almost every gym here in the city of Corpus Christi, and people know me. If you mention my name, they know me.
Yeah.
But now as a professional, I train out of West Local, Texas, with Mid Valley Boxing Academy.
Sure, we're gonna get to that. We still want to.
Yeah. We gonna get it there.
What other things were you doing as like a teenager besides boxing? Like what other hobbies did you have? Like
It was just boxing, bro.
Yeah.
damn, like 24/7 type shit.
Yeah,
Damn,
that's
you weren't
all
playing
it
no
was.
video games or
Nah, I was a nerd kid, bro. I played outside. I cut the grass. I was doing something with my dad, working on a truck, welding. Just doing all types of house stuff, outside activities. Never really had a phone growing up. Didn't have no PlayStation. None of that. My parents were strict, so
Yeah.
So they raised me good.
So, so as an amateur, when you're starting up young, and I know you're enjoying it, you're loving it because your older brother's doing it, you're doing it, you're seeing success in it. What's the first fight that you could remember where like, I can do this for a living
Uh,
as a kid?
that's a tough question, but really, I think 5 fights in, I was like, you know what, I love this.
You say your first amateur fight, you were 5 years old?
No.
Oh, eight. Okay, bet. All right.
But five fights in, being an amateur fighter, I knew that's what I wanted to do, and I was good at it. I actually did lose my first amateur fight.
Wow.
I went up against a tough guy at that time, and now he's part of the USA boxing.
Yeah.
He's up there now.
Yeah, he's up there.
He's going to international tournaments, trying to get onto the Olympics. So he's doing good. But I fought him twice throughout my whole amateur career, and lost to him twice, both of those times.
It's crazy.
But yeah, 5 fights in, man, I knew I was.
You was meant for it.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, and it's gonna be about your brother, honestly, because like my older brother is like one of the biggest influences. Like one of my earliest memories are me being at his football practices when he was younger, and that like developed my love for football. So how would you say that your brother's leadership and guidance really guided you down this path of, yeah, bro, like you do it, I do it, because like similar situations with me and my brother in football.
It was just like that brotherly bond, bro. Like everything he did, I wanted to do, and I saw how good he was, and I just wanted to be just like that. So everything he did, I did it, and I did it. I did more of it. I wanted to. I was competitive, so we pushed each other a lot. We were always in the gym together, and then he as he got older, he was diagnosed with what they called mild retardation. Like he started, and we always knew that he was a little special, growing up. But boxing is what kept him busy,
Yeah.
kept his motor skills up, kept him out the streets from doing stuff. And then it came a time where he had to stop boxing, and I had to take over, 100% and continue doing what I was doing, and I kept up, man. I kept up, and
That's that
and
little
I can
brother.
say
Man.
I can say that I learned a lot from him.
Did y'all ever have any sparring matches or an amateur
Yeah,
fight?
for sure. We sparred a couple times. He was always the bigger person, so he always bullied me around. But that helped me when it came to sparring other bigger kids, because I was weighing so little that there was really nobody in my weight class to spar.
Yeah.
So I had to spar the bigger kids. I was always the smaller guy,
Yeah.
So sparring my brother helped me a lot.
So
That's what's up, man.
So, getting into it, you're young, you're realizing this is what you want to do. You're getting older, and then it comes to the point where I would assume in anybody's life, but it's the first time in your life you get hit with a train wreck, right? You run into your first real, I would say, in life, like, man, something just dramatic, and it had to do with your mother, the passing of your mother. I feel like nobody's prepared for that ever as an adult, or if you're in your 50s, your 60s, your 70s, but as a teenager, I'm sure it's even crazier, because you're still depending and you're still loving on your mother, especially how you talked about how they raised you right. It hits you. Don't got to go into what happened, but she passes. How does that affect you in the whole boxing situation?
It affected me really, really big, man. So I was a mom's boy, Me and my dad always bumped heads growing up, so I always leaned toward my mother, and losing her at an early age really hit me. I stopped boxing. I stopped thriving. I managed to finish high school, but I just started hanging out with the wrong people, doing the wrong things, and totally boxing did not even exist. I was lost.
Yeah.
I was out of it, and I maintained myself by working and going to school, but I didn't have anywhere to stay. Really, I was everywhere, because my adopted father had kicked me out because we had bumped heads after my mom's passing, and I was basically just out on the streets, staying with friends, staying with girls, and shit. So my life, that event really affected my life. You know?
How did you find your way from that back to boxing?
That was my
Well, it happened around the age of 15, turning 16. So it took me 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It took me 4 years to snap out of that. I was, those 4 years was just
It was just dust, a cloud.
it was, I was lost.
And in those 4 years,
I didn't know how to get out of
Yeah.
what I was in.
you was in a rut. You
Yeah.
was stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
I get it.
So who would you say like was the one after those long 4 years that said, "Hey, come here, I got your back"?
I mean, I had quite a bit of people that try to help me, you know, but I was always I was just stuck in the mud to where I was closing doors, you know.
Yeah.
I was closing doors on doors, and then as I got older, hitting my turning 20, I snapped out of it, and I got back into boxing. I joined LV Boxing Club.
Okay.
Long time family friend, you know, he saw me in the amateurs, and you know, I just started getting out of trouble, going to the gym again, trying to get my shit going, and he helped me with one more amateur fight before I went pro. I went to the Golden Gloves. I fought there at it's off Ayers at the it's like a bingo where the Bolero's at.
Yeah.
They hosted the Golden Gloves
Oh,
there.
yeah. They do.
They do all types
the
of
Valencia.
events. Yeah, the
Valencia. They also do the wrestling.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Dude, they shut down.
Yeah.
I think that they shut down the Valencia.
Did they?
I think
don't
so
know, but
because they've been doing the
that's
wrestling at the Holiday Inn lately.
Because I know that's where they had it. We broadcast them there once.
So I did the Golden Glove tournament there with him, LV Boxing Club. You know, I went to state and I lost in semifinals. I went up against a tough guy, and I wasn't preparing. I was still smoking. You know, I wasn't really taking the sport serious. I just wanted to get back into the groove. So I lost in the state, and from there I was like, you know what? Like, I don't know. I just had like this absolutely like
Beautiful epiphany.
Like a wake up call.
Yeah, wake up call, man. I was like, I'm good at this shit. What have I been doing these past like 4 years? You know. So I was like, I wanted to go pro, but nobody was taking me serious because of the constant mistakes I was making throughout those years, year after year, and I was closing those doors. So you know, that's when I kind of just got my shit together, and I went to the Valley, and I tried opening up a door there, and I opened a door just by sparring. I sparred an ex world champion who had like 30-some fights, has won some significant titles in the past, and I performed in front of his people, and they were impressed with what I did.
Yeah.
And that's how everything just got started.
That's what's up. I mean, sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you got to go through something to find something else.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
to find your true meaning, or not even your true meaning. The true, like, it's like, it's validation of. Yeah, that's what I meant to do.
That's like exactly what I train young football players in the city.
Okay.
Right, and the one thing that I always tell them is like, just take your time, bro. Like, I know you want the D1 scholarship. I know you want this, but before you get there, you're gonna go through some things.
Yeah.
And it's gonna require you to take a lot of focus, a lot of blowback. But overall, though, man, like, you have an incredible story, Dad. So, what was that big difference when, like, you went from the amateurs, you cracked your door to pro, to that first pro fight? Like, did you feel the difference between an amateur fight and a pro fight?
Of course, in an amateur fight, you know, you got your headgear, which saves you from so much impact, you know, from the gloves. And then in pro, you know, the gloves are smaller, and then you don't
Really?
yeah.
I did not know the gloves were smaller.
Depending on your weight class, they're smaller, you know, and you're not wearing no headgear, so you definitely feel the impact of the punches more. But the way I grew up training, I felt like it prepared me for that, you know.
Okay.
From my first pro fight, I didn't even get hit. You know, I dropped him in the second round.
Yeah.
Body shot. So I feel like everything I did, my dad put me through training rise, prepared me for what I've always wanted to do.
Yeah, because you're 6-0, 3 TKOs, right?
Yeah, three KOs.
3
you know.
KOs.
Take the T off my boy's stuff. Those are knockouts.
There you
Give
go.
him
There
the
you go.
sauce.
You got 3 of them out of the 6. So you fit, man. Because I was watching some of your highlights. I was watching some of your stuff, man. I was like, ooh, this dude right here, bro. Don't mess with him. Don't mess with him.
I told you he was legit.
So I'm gonna go back a little bit to your amateur just because last week we had Hitman. He is a young up
Hitman Holcomb.
Yeah,
Yep.
right, Hitman Holcomb. Young up
Houston
coming
kid up in
boxer.
Houston
The
this
kid's
weekend.
got potential talent.
Yeah.
And we talked about a lot about someone coming up the ranks. How it used to be back in the day. One of the natural processes before you went pro is you did the Olympics.
The Junior Olympics.
Yeah, right. You did the junior. Now, did you get to do that? And if so, are you still in support of that's the route, Junior Olympics and then pro, or you don't do the Junior Olympics and go straight to pro and get your money? How do you feel about that situation?
Well, see, there's these tournaments that are called the Junior Olympics, right? And there's other tournaments. The Junior Olympics is part of the USA Stabbo Boxing, which is it's a good tournament to attend, and while you're an amateur, and then so that way you have that background, and then so there's like a middle phase before you go into pro. That it's optional.
Okay.
It's basically trying to get to the road of going to the Olympics, which is part of USA. USA has that, and I know some like the guy that I fought in my first amateur fight that he's now part of Team USA. He's in like Ecuador. He's been to Salvador, and he's fought against guys internationally. Is he getting paid? I don't know. But I know that me as a professional fighter, I fight every fight I get paid. You know, I could have taken that route if I wanted to, but there's a lot more sacrifice, a lot more. You know, you gotta really work your way to make it to the Olympics, and I really didn't want to go to the Olympics. I just wanted to go straight pro. You know,
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
chase after a world title. You know, get money along the way.
That's what I'm talking about.
But the Junior Olympics is definitely a tournament that I recommend, you know, amateur fighters to attend. It's been around for the longest time that I know of, and if you're trying to go to Olympics, that's a good resume.
Yeah, it's a good route to go.
Yeah.
It's not a bad option. But you know, you have multiple.
I think
options.
the two tournaments that amateur fighters should attend are the Golden Gloves and the Junior Olympics.
Okay.
Everything outside of that, like silver gloves and all that, I don't. To me, is not too significant. But Junior Olympics, Junior Olympics and Golden Gloves, man, those are tournaments.
So when somebody says I am a 2-time Golden Glove champ, that holds weight.
For sure.
That's what's up. What's up.
That's what it is. That's what it is. So, one thing I wanted to ask about, and it's kind of similar to your amateur career, since you started turning pro, because you turned pro last year and this year, and in those, I would say 6 months, you've already done I don't quote me on that. It's been 6 months since you've been a pro.
It's been my last fight marked exactly a year.
Okay, so a year. But in that,
So you've had 6 professional fights in 1 year.
Yeah.
But those fights, is that what we're gonna ask? It seemed like it was at the last 3 were at the end of the year, and then it's already been another 3 this year.
Yeah.
Right.
So
it's pretty quick. It's been like almost. It seems like every 60 days to 90 days you're in a new fight.
Yeah. So I started in like June, July of last year.
Okay.
I think I racked up maybe 3 fights.
You 3.
And then because my third fight was in the Grand Cayman Islands. I went out there, which was in December last year. So that was my third fight, and then I fought locally in the Valley. My fourth and fifth fight, and then this sixth fight. You know.
Yeah.
So within the year, I believe I fought almost every 2.5 months.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It was your first one was July 22nd, 2023, and then you was there in October 07, 2023. Then in December 2023, 08, and then you went January. Literally, that was your shortest one. You went Eduardo Avila.
Yeah.
You fought him December 8th, and then January 27th in 2024, Osvaldo Negrete. You fought him, and then literally 3 months, and then right there in April 27th, Roberto Pantron. Yeah, and Sosa that you fought, and then right now Ramon Senna here in team. So it seems like you're just going every time. You're just on hustle mode.
Yeah, I was, man. But you know, I when I made the transition to be a pro, I was also having a kid.
Okay.
I was aware that I was gonna have a kid.
Congratulations on that, because you just had one recently, right?
Yeah, he's 6 months.
6 months, right?
Hey.
That's what I'm saying. It's been a lot.
funny how
You've
God
been
bless you
having
like
a crazy
that.
year,
It's
man.
funny, man.
He's
Congratulations.
6 months. I've racked up 6 fights. So when I first started, I had that motivation. You know, I was gonna have a son. I wanted to change my life. I wanted to chase what I wanted to do. So month after month, bro, just training every day. Now that I have 6 fights, I talked to my team. I talked to my manager. I was like, hey, I want to take some time off.
Yeah,
I want to take some time.
Because I was my next question was that because you've been fighting like that. So after a fight, what's normally your recovery time? How long does it take you to recover before you hit the gym and start training again for the next one?
Like right now, I'm taking a week.
Okay.
You know, I'm taking a week, and then I'm gonna get back in my groove slowly. But I'm taking time off.
Yeah.
But I'm staying active. You know,
sir.
when I was on that fighting spree, it was like, okay, I fought on a Saturday. By Wednesday of next week, I was already
training.
Yeah.
Full training camp in progress. You know.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
But like I mentioned, I'm taking the rest of this month off. I'm taking August off, and getting 100%, 110% back into it in September, October, and then I fight in November.
Yeah,
So
we're
I
gonna
have
talk
a-
about that.
Let's talk about that fight in the Grand Cayman. Where was it at again?
Grand Cayman
Cayman.
Islands.
Okay, let's talk about who was that fight against?
Uh,
What was it? It was
Eduardo-
Eduardo, right?
yeah, Eduardo.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, Eduardo Avila.
Yeah.
Okay, bet. Let's talk about that one. Okay, so how do you even like get the call or the message that
So
you're gonna?
my team. I have a manager. His name's Jose Castillo.
Shout out.
Shout out to him, man. I have a promoter that's been in the boxing business for over 20 years. He's highly connected, you know, in the world of boxing. He had taken some time off from doing shows, and when I came into the picture, that's when he started picking it up. He saw my talent. He started making shows again. He started reaching. My promoter, Julio Martinez.
Julio Martinez.
Julio
Okay.
Martinez.
Julio.
He's like I mentioned, he's been in the sport for over 20 years and has done tons of shows. When I came into the picture a year ago, he saw my potential and he started making shows again. And he was like, you know what, I'm gonna make shows again. I'm gonna put you on my cards. You know, I'm gonna talk to the people that I used to talk to.
Yeah.
And as we developed my second pro fight, he was like, you know what, there's gonna be a fight in the Grand Cayman Islands. You want to go? I was like, hell yeah, man! I want to get that experience now. You know, I wanna go out there. So yeah, he took me out there and with my manager Jose Castillo, and we fought against a guy from Panama.
Hey.
Wow.
He had 2 wins and 2 losses. I was 2-0. So he had 2 fights.
Ahead of you, yeah.
He was 27 and you were 21.
Yeah.
What was the decision in that one?
It was
Unanimous.
Unanimous.
It was a unanimous
I
decision.
dropped him
and you
out
took
the
it.
ring. I dropped
Yeah.
him out. He fell
Yeah,
out.
bro.
He
They
fell
let him
out
back
of
in?
He fell out of the ring in the second round.
Go back
They
in.
kind of pushed him in. He got up and we went the distance. You know, but I've dropped 3
had a
people.
couple.
The 3 knockouts.
Yeah, you were the clear winner
Yeah.
on all the scorecards.
Yeah, all of them. You have 3 unanimous decisions,
Yeah,
and then the rest are KOs.
yeah, my 3 knockouts were they fell out. They kind of like fell through the ropes.
Yeah.
And they've been body shots.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's So we're 3-3, but you've dropped all 6 opponents.
Yes.
You can say, you know, each one has fallen at least once.
Touch the mat.
They've
Touch the earth.
touched the mat.
Out of the 6 fights, 3 were knockouts and 3 went to the.
No, I was just talking about like a knockdown.
But in every fight, he's made the opponent touch the mat.
Yeah, he has a knockdown.
That's what he said. Yeah, he's made the
In all
opponent
6
touch the
fights.
mat.
So like
on every night.
this past fight, I dropped him with a body shot. He got back up. We went the distance, but he touched the floor.
Yeah, he touched it. Like I said, he made everyone touch the floor. He's showing them how to bow.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's kind of a sports related question, right? So opposed to like basketball or football or track, where you can like not love the sport and get away with it and still like turn pro and be good at it, would you say that boxing is one of those sports where like you gotta love this shit to do it?
Yeah, most definitely, man. Because if you don't love it, then you end up like people say as a punching bag. People just gonna use you. When you love it and you show like I'm here to stay, people will take you serious, you know, and they will see your dedication, your hard work, and that's how doors open, you know. When you're just sluggish and you know you're just 1 foot in, people see that and they're not gonna waste their time.
Yeah.
So, no, I have a question because a lot of people
you can get away with that in other sports because you know you're a multi-team. You know, you got multiple people.
Yeah.
So the eyes are not just on you. Boxing, the eyes are.
What's that old phrase? You play football, you play basketball, you don't play fight.
You don't play boxing.
Yeah, you don't play boxing.
So my question is because a lot of us don't know, and we can only imagine what we see on movies, right? What is a typical normal day when you're training for a fight? Like, what is your routine from morning to sundown? Like a normal day.
So, my first 4 fights, they were, I was training here locally in the Valley. These last 2 fights were in California.
Okay.
Nice.
So I have a 7-week training camp. That schedule was okay. I wake up at 7. I get my breakfast in. I'm at the gym before 10. I'm training from 10 to about 3. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays is strength and conditioning after your training, including sparring. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, you know, you got your regular workout. You go in there at 10, you work out, you leave early if you want once you're done. On Thursdays, it's bag drills, 12 straight rounds, nonstop. You know, it's a really it can get hectic, you know. Plus the extra stuff that I do, you know, I go to the fitness gym.
Yeah.
I do more strength and conditioning. I do agility work, you know, stuff. So I'm up from 7 to about 9, 10 o'clock at night. And if I can't sleep, I'm running.
Yeah.
I'm running at 11 at 11:30 at night. You know?
When you training like that, that's 7 days a week for the whole 7 weeks, right?
Yeah.
You're doing 7 sevens.
Yep.
That's what I'm curious because a lot of people don't know.
Maybe
a lot of people think like you just go there maybe Monday through Friday. You're only doing it halftime because like that's what people normally think.
They give us Saturday and Sunday off, you know.
But you don't. Yeah.
But I'm at the finish.
Yeah.
I'm running a mountain.
Yeah.
I'm bike riding. You know,
That's
I'm
what's
doing
up.
Something that's gonna help me.
I don't remember like when we met exactly at Freedom, but like I've seen this dog like in the gym getting it in. Like that's actually what, because like I see, like I think I told you, like I see a lot of people hitting the bag, but don't nobody like five like this. The combos were like precise. Like he was on the ladder with the jump rope. Like dude was just getting it in. Like bro, I've seen it, bro. He ain't lying about that work ethic he got. Yeah. He got a motor on him.
You got to if you want to do what you want to do and you want to wear a belt like that. You need to have that work ethic. You need to put it in. Okay, so you just got done with this fight. You just said you ain't gonna fight again until what? September? November
9th. Birthday present.
Who are you fighting? Are you fighting for something or is it just a fight?
No, it's just a fight, man. It's another fight to get on my resume. But I'm going back to the Grand Cayman Islands.
Hey.
So in November I'll be going back to the Grand Cayman Islands for the second time. And who will I be fighting? I don't know, man. It's a guessing game when it comes to that right now in my early career. But being over there, I could fight anybody from those surrounding areas. You know.
So I guess my second part would be, so now we know what a normal routine is day-wise training. What's a normal day like? I'm fighting this weekend. We just get to the hotel. What is are you like busy throughout the day? Do you have time to linger? Or like you don't have time until after the fight?
No, what we call fight week.
Okay.
It's the main focus is not to get injured. So basically, 6 weeks was everything was harsh. That last week it's focused on recovering, doing ice bath, getting your weight down, cutting the last pounds. Not doing nothing too aggressive. So there's a lot more chill time.
Okay.
Most definitely, you're sleeping, you're getting your sleep, you're eating the portions that you need to eat. You go to the gym to work out, just light, just to sweat,
Just to get the blood flowing.
Yeah, just to get the blood flowing. It's really nothing crazy. It's really chill.
That's cool because like I've always thought of opposite of that. Like you're still kind of like you're going out there like I still need to put in some work. I still do this before this fight. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I think maybe like 2 or 3 days, maybe the day before you rest. I don't know because that's why I wanted to ask, and I'm glad you get to answer because I was curious, man. You go into the Caymans, like you get the chance to just be at the pool, let your body chill in the hot tub or something.
Pool and hot tub, no.
No? Why not?
Because I mean, if you're swimming in a pool, you're exercising.
Got you.
You're gonna be sore from the swimming.
Got you.
Did you swim the whole camp? No. So you're gonna be sore.
Yeah.
Getting in the hot tub loosens your muscles. You don't want to lose muscles.
Got you.
You want to stay strong. You want to not be tense. But you don't want to be relaxed.
Is that why you said the cold baths?
Cold plunge.
Cold plunge.
We got a question from one of the viewers right now. They want to talk about the belt that's on the table and you winning that belt right there.
So this belt right here is a WBF, a World Boxing Foundation. It's been around since 1988. Roy Jones Jr. and a few other fighters fought for this belt.
Yep.
There's different versions of this belt. This is the silver champion. They got the gold, which is an 8-rounder. I fought for this belt 6 rounds. So silver, and hopefully I can get the gold later on when I move up to 8 rounds, and then fight for something bigger. There's 4 major titles, which is the WBO, the WBA, the WBC, and the IBF belt, which puts you in like Gervonta Davis shoes.
Pay-per-view fights.
Ryan Garcia.
pay-per-view.
Those names.
But once I get to that level, I'll be the face of boxing.
When you won this belt, this last fight, did you feel like you were contested, or did you feel like it was just you just letting loose?
Nah, this guy, man. He was in his 30s, from Argentina. Well experienced fighter. He had 65 fights.
Damn.
A gentleman who's been in there, who's gone the distance with some tough fighters. He had his losses, he had his wins, but I felt his experience. He tried bullying me in there. He tried being a little slick, trying to get some dirty tricks in there. So it was a great fight. It was tough. It was a great learning experience for me. I came home victorious, and for me, that's all that matters.
Do you feel like that was your biggest win so far?
Yeah,
like
for
as
sure.
in fighting someone so experienced.
For sure, man.
That man was 38 years old, man.
Dude was tough, man. So yeah, for sure. I could say this has been one of the toughest fights in my career so far.
And you said that belt, the belt was vacant at the time,
vacant.
right? Already.
It was vacant. Yeah.
And both fought for it.
Yeah, we both fought for it, and I came home victorious.
That's
So-
what's up.
What would you say out of all, like your 3 knockouts, right? Which one would you say is your favorite, and how did you set it up?
Well, I set them all up the same.
You ain't got to give away the game plan.
Yeah.
I use my distance, and I attack the body, and I look for those openings, and if when you're gonna fight me, you better make sure you've done your sit-ups, because I'm gonna snatch that body. Eventually, at some point in the fight, I'm gonna break that body, and so yeah, those 3 knockouts, man, they've been body shots, and that's not just all that I'm good at. You know, I got my other skills, but you know that has been going well for me. You know, I noticed that my body shots are significant.
They set you up.
Yeah.
I got a question. As a professional boxer and in all your amateur fights, and I always heard this through commentary and things like that. The body shot, right, especially your ribs or a liver shot, it's probably some of the hardest, like the most painful shots to take.
It is.
I've been hit.
I've been hit before, and you know, I've taken knees, you know. But you know, when you train hard, you recover like that. You know, you get hit, you take a knee, you get right back up.
But would you rather have, like, let's say you take a knee with the liver shot, right, and you take a knee with the head shot? Which would you rather prefer?
You ain't taking no knee.
You ain't
with
taking
the
no knee
leg
with
shot.
your head.
But you know what I mean? Like he putting you both you're on the you're wobbly. Where
The
you
head
got to
shot
get a
gonna knock
count.
your ass out.
Like,
Shit, you get hit
like,
right.
do you think it's more damage being wobbled out, like in the head or the body shot?
I would say it's worse to the head. You know,
Worse.
when you get hit in the head, your
That
brain
can cause severe.
yeah your brain takes a
damage
spin.
type shit.
Your brain takes a spin. You know, so when you're getting up trying to recover, you don't really fully recover. You know, when a body shot, it's just air.
Yeah, no, because a
You
lot,
get your air back,
a lot of commentators say, like, man, a liver shot, you get one good shot to the liver, and that rib area, like
It all depends on how much you've been training. How
but
good
yeah,
you've been
and I
training.
guess that was my follow up. Like, if you ain't been training for it, and you're not expecting it, it might be the worst thing you've ever felt.
It's gonna be the worst.
Yeah.
thing.
So I was just curious, because you've been in their experience, you've had the ring. So I was just wondering, because they always talk about it a lot, especially how important it is for a body shot to open up that knockout. And the way you were talking right now, like,
Chop the tree down.
yeah, you know what I mean?
You chop the body, the head.
Yeah,
will
the
fall.
head will fall.
What do you feel about, like, the current state of boxing that we're in right now? Like you say, you're talking about, like, the major champions with, like, the Gervonta Davises and the Chekos, and, like, what do you feel like? Do you feel like good boxing's in a good spot right now?
60-40, you know. I think the fighters are decent, but when it comes to the politic side of it, you know, I don't. That's the part that I hate personally. But you got some good fighters right now in the major leagues, and I would be more than glad to be a part of that in the future.
And
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut
No,
you
you're
off.
good.
How do you feel boxing right now in South Texas and the Mexican culture in boxing, and how it's elevated?
Not even the
over
Mexican,
past-
just
or
the,
like
the,
everything,
the
like
boxing
yeah.
culture
But like,
in general.
But even
how-
then, because
how
right
far
now I
it's
feel like so many people are being showcases of the Mexican culture. Like, you got UFC's big thing coming up here. And it's for Mexican Independence Day. You always have like a big fight on Cinco de Mayo. You know, Canelo's a big name. Ryan Garcia is a big name. A lot of names. How do you feel being part of that thing and what you're doing?
Well, South Texas in general, there's a lot of young talent, you know, coming out of South Texas. You got fighters in the Valley. You got fighters in San Antonio. You got fighters here in Corpus. You got fighters in Houston, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of new faces whenever everybody reaches the top, and everybody that's at the top is already
Gone.
So that, like, Gervonta Davis, Frank Martin, Ryan Garcia, all those guys, like Teofimo said, he's the last one. I don't know if y'all seen the video. He said,
Talking about Teofimo Lopez?
yeah, he said he was like, I'm the last face of boxing, you know. There's no one else after me. You know, you got new faces coming in that, you know, so I see it from Teo's point of view, you know, he has to fight all these guys, Gervonta,
Shakur Stevenson,
Shakur Stevenson,
and Isaac
You know,
Cruz.
so
Those are all the 135, 140 range. Yeah.
So he after him, it's us. It's our turn. Yeah. You know, so that's the way.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So my question was a simple one. Like, who would you say you like? What like pro would you say you model your boxing style after? Or like the biggest influence?
Really,
It's your brother. It's your brother.
It's your
shit.
brother.
Yeah, for real.
It really. I see myself unique. I've never really studied anybody. You know.
feel that.
Yeah.
I've learned as I've gone. I've watched plenty of boxing, and I have some fighters that, you know, I like their style, but, you know, who I've had in my corner, that's who I've listened to, that's who I've learned from. I've learned from the fights, you know, what I need to do different. I don't really go based on anybody else's style.
So would you say your dad's one of the major influences? He's always been in that
my
corner?
dad built me
Yeah.
to who I am
Like
now.
like structure style?
Yeah, you know, his favorite fighter was Julio Cesar Chavez.
Oh,
So
really?
you can say my amateur career was based on
That.
a style like his.
Well, you had 1,000 fights.
And then as we were sitting here watching your fight on the TV, like the thing that I am most impressed about with your skill set is your jab, your head movement, and how you slip.
Yeah.
Like head movement is really, really rare in a young boxer coming up.
And I'm still not satisfied, man. I want more. You know, I want to be, like you mentioned. You know, who do I look up to? You know, when it comes to defense, you know, I want to be more like Lomachenko. You know, I want to be that slick. I want to be able to move around my fighters like that. But my jab, man, has helped me a lot. I didn't used to throw it a lot, you know.
Yeah.
But once
Gotta
I start throwing that jab, man, I saw how it worked.
Yeah, bro, you gotta set the table.
Yeah, you whooping this dude.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you are beating the shit out of him.
And I'm telling you, I was watching these and I was just like,
Because I'm
man.
looking, you're like the aggressor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Almost
he's
like that pit bull style. You know what I'm saying?
He got that Mexican
when
style,
wanna
but
get-
he got like that.
yeah, that's what I was
that
saying.
defense that
was-
come from like.
That's why I was curious.
So I personally think that like you do, like you said, you have a unique style, man. Because a lot of people, they're either all offense or all counterpunch, and you got to drop the gloves, you got the swag with it too, bro.
Yeah.
Like total package, man. Like
That's what's up.
Okay, I want to ask this. 'cause
Everything
people
comes
don't- Go ahead.
Everything comes together as you get more comfortable in the ring. You know.
Got you.
You're able to do stuff that, you know, you do in sparrings. You know, sparrings aren't fights. You know, sparrings you're able to work on being slick, being showboat a little bit. You know, so that way when you're in the ring, it just comes natural.
Yeah. I want to talk about this. People don't really talk about this much about the boxing part. Okay, I'm looking at your gear. When it comes down to your gear, you want to give some shout outs, like who comes up with like the concept and like all that stuff.
So those trunks right there that I got on, some lady in the valley, you know, handmade. Wow. You know,
Hey.
sewed them up, put the patches on there. On this last fight, man, I got some custom trunks made by a guy that does all the famous fighters.
Oh man,
yeah.
I paid some good money for those trucks.
Oh,
You know,
really?
shout out to him, IGMOB. You know, he does trunks for Ryan. He does trunks for Benavides, Canelo. He posts his videos with Canelo. You know, hey, I want this, I want that. You know, so he's very well known, and he made my trunks this last fight, and they came out badass.
staying on trunks.
With that ticket run.
Staying on.
With that ticket run.
That ticket, $600, man.
Oh, that's what some nice trunks gonna cost.
$600, bro.
So does the
Hey, that's
material
live.
of your trunks like affect
Those
your
trunks
fight?
right there, just $250.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like the trunks I had on were $600, and he did an amazing job.
That's live.
That's what's up, bro.
I told the guy, man, I was like, this is my sixth fight. I'm fighting for a belt. I think it's time to elevate it. I hit him up on Instagram.
Oh, really?
I shot my shot.
Yeah.
And he hit me back. He was like, yeah, bro, I got you. Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's all you
what's
can
up.
do. To all the youngins out there, if you
Yup.
want to make something happen, dog, you gonna have to send a phone call, a text message, a DM or something.
Initiative.
Bro.
E-man,
Gotta go
that's
knock on the door, brother.
For real.
But, I don't know if you heard me, but like, so when you're getting your trunks, like, are there like certain materials that like feel like they weigh you down, like you can't be as free, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I really don't know too much about that, but the lady that has done my trunks before, she uses like these fabrics, you know, that they just got at Walmart, you know.
Yeah.
Something light, something stretchy. But yeah, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's like your Thea in the corner, like, I got you in the corner.
Yeah.
You know, let's get it. We gonna get it. Man, it's been awesome. You got your fight coming up.
Forgot your most important question.
What was it?
How did he get the nickname?
Yes. See, I'm glad I told you in the car. All right. How did you get your nickname? And tell everyone your nickname and what it mean and how you got it.
So my nickname is El Inicio, which in Spanish, it can. I mean, in English, it means either the start, the beginning, around those lines. You know, me personally, it means the beginning because, I am the beginning of. I didn't know like my who my family was. I knew I was adopted, but I didn't have no siblings. I didn't have a child, nothing. So this nickname, I got it way before, like I was just training, you know. And one of these coaches back in the Valley, his name's Roberto Lubadino, who is an ex-professional and amateur fighter himself, who is now a coach there in the Valley, who teaches strength and conditioning and stuff. He gave me that nickname, and he was like, "You're the beginning, you know. You gotta set your seed and build your own family tree, you know."
Yeah.
So that's what I did, and I literally did that, and now I got a beautiful son. I have a career that I'm chasing, so I started everything I've done it myself. So I started my own movement, you know. I found my biological family. I started the family that I wanted. I started the career I wanted. And I'm gonna start many more things, you know, and it's just like my own movement, El Inicio, you know, the start. Later on down the future, you might even see a trucking business that says that.
You know, this boy's gonna start selling starters to freaking Ford.
So secure, we travel the belts. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Who's someone that you would want to fight, or some people that you would want to fight in the future? Did y'all already ask them that one?
No,
Nah.
We left that for you.
I mean,
And is there a local fighter you would be interested in fighting?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of young talent coming up, you know, people that I've even fought in the amateurs that are now pro as well, you know, and I got asked a similar question a couple days ago about, and I answered with, there's a guy that fights at a heavier weight class, right? That's from Houston. Oh no, I'm sorry, from Dallas. That I fought in my last amateur fight. I that's the guy that I lost to in state that I wasn't.
Golden Gloves?
Yeah, in the Golden Gloves that I wasn't preparing right. So if later on in the future, you know, we cross paths, I would definitely
Want to get that revenge?
I'll meet him at a catch weight, you know.
Yeah.
147 or 145 or something. If he meets me halfway, I'll fight him, you know. Just to get that sort of revenge.
Gotta get your leg back.
But for sure, man, I think a great fight for the fans of Corpus Christi, Texas. You know, I think a fight between me and Travis Crawford, who is a local resident of Corpus Christi, Texas, who has done some good things in his early career. I think that would be a fight that should happen later on down the road. You know, put whatever we got on the line and build that fight up respectfully and get the fans on their feet, you know, excited to see that.
That'd be great at the American Bank Center.
Yeah.
I was thinking like American Bank Center, or if like, hey, all else fails, man, let's go Whataburger Field.
See,
you know what I mean?
people they don't see it like that. You know, I see the hype behind things.
Yeah.
I see the money, the hype.
Yeah.
You know, the recognition and everything. You know, it's not about, oh, I think I'm better than you. No, this is boxing. This is a competitive sport, you know. So a fight like that would definitely turn me up, and I believe it would turn the city of Corpus Christi up, and a lot of people will show out to that. So, you know, Corpus versus Corpus, you know. Hometown,
You
hometown
ain't lying.
local fighters going at it.
That'd be live,
beautiful.
man. 361 versus 361. You know, just two CC residents that grew up here, started their amateur boxing career here. Just like, hey, you know what? We laying it all out there, but this is our thank you to the city because y'all are the ones that put us here and y'all been supporting us for now. And now we pro, so why not come back home and give a show for the family?
Shit, we could do it in Vegas.
Yeah, you know,
Vegas.
as long as we got tickets.
We can get Cantu on the undercard.
Yeah, hell no, bro. I ain't even making it to the damn stage.
Before we get up out of here, who are your top 5 boxers of all time? We usually ask people who are their top 5 rappers and stuff like that, but who are your top 5 boxers of all time? In no particular order. Dead or alive, just give us your top 5 boxers of all time. Active, non-active, it don't matter.
Felix Trinidad,
Already.
Julio Cesar Chavez,
Yes, sir.
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Got the shirt.
Let's see. I'll give my respects to Oscar De La Hoya.
Okay. Okay.
Current. I think current. My last one would have to be Lomachenko.
Okay. All right.
I want to see
That's
him
a
and
good
Terrence
line.
Crawford so bad.
No, that's a good lineup.
Yeah,
That's a real good one.
What's your 5, Kentu?
Man. Okay. If you had to go back, I would do no particular order, just how they're popping in my head. Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr., Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo, and then I would probably put on it's toss up, but it's very close. I would either do Terrence Crawford or Tank. That's my last one on there.
I'm going to go give me Floyd, give me Terrence Crawford. I'll take Sugar Ray Leonard. Give me... I like Javante, but I can't put him in my top 5 yet. I'll take Roy Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Alabama, so I'm going to rock with Evander Holyfield, even though he's from
Yeah,
Nevada.
you can't do. That's a good list. They're all good lists. What about you, D?
What about you, King?
Man.
That boy from Texas said, Maine. Just like, King, what you want to eat today? Maine. I'll take a sandwich.
Mike Tyson. Bernard Hopkins.
Okay, that's a good one.
Okay.
Oh, man. Who else? Let me see. Sugar Ray Leonard. Who else? Let me see. Floyd. Let me think of somebody. Let me see. What's the dude's name? I used to Timothy Bradley. I used to like
Timothy
Timothy
Bradley?
Bradley.
Yeah. Timothy Bradley's a good one.
That dude talks a lot of shit on the commentators now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he was
He was
did
good.
Yeah,
He's
hell
good.
yeah.
He's
I think his best fights were with Pacquiao.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He's like a John McEnroe, like for
like a
tennis.
short run,
Yeah,
but you know what I'm saying?
Like he was really good, but as a commentator, that dude talks a whole lot of shit.
Hell
He talks a
yeah.
lot of shit.
Like he was just the champ for 30 years.
Like he was the best that ever came out of sliced bread and shit.
Yeah.
But man, you know what it is, man. Jose, we
Man, I
appreciate
appreciate y'all,
you for
man.
coming
I
down,
appreciate
bro.
you coming
Telling
down,
your
man.
story, showing us the belt, talking about what's going on with life and everything. It's going into detail, man. It's been a great interview. Lucky, you got any last questions or anything?
I'm trying to do this again, man.
Shit, you need to come back, bro.
Whenever you want to come back, just let us know. You want to come
You
back
got an
next
open
week?
invitation. You got an open
Open
invitation
invitation.
every time. But
I-
you go ahead, no.
I guess my last thought would be, you going to give me a ticket to the Grand Cayman Islands for this next fight or what?
And we do that off camera. No.
Shit, that's in November, man. So
That
y'all
birthday present to me? My
Hey,
birthday on the 9th.
shit. And no, but you know what it is. It's your boy can too. If I can, you can too. This is Ryan High Sports. Shout out to Jose Luis Sauceda, the champ right now. You already know he's going down, man. Make sure y'all follow him. Actually, where can they follow you and get all your Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff?
Man, I keep it simple. You know, I just got Instagram. You can find me there. You can look me up under El Inicio with the 2 at the end. On Facebook, it's just Jose Luis Sauceda. And those are the 2 platforms I have.
Already.
Shit, already, man. For Lucky.
I'm staring at this comment real quick. He said Manny got robbed by Manny or something like that. Did he mean Floyd? But anyway,
Nah,
we'll
they're
talk about that.
talking
later.
I think he's trying to say Bradley got
Bradley.
robbed.
Bradley.
The first-
Okay,
he got robbed the
okay.
first fight.
That's all I was confused on. But nah, I'm good. Just go follow me, Lucky Lamar, on everything: TikTok, Instagram, X, Twitch, all the sites, YouTube especially.
Yeah. And y'all know what it is. So it's Ryan High Sports live from Ryan High Podcast Studios. Little King in the background. Can too. If I can, you can too. Shout out to everybody. Jose, thank you again for coming.
Thank you.
And we out of here, man. Thanks for everybody watching, liking, subscribing.
That was a good one.